happened. Today never happened. Welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies. Let's check on the phone if we are indeed alive. I don't see it. There we go. Perfect. We are here. We are live. Welcome to patch update 1.79 on the live server. Going into air realistic battles with the IAR 81C. This is a premium rank 2 Romanian fighter at 1,000 golden eagles for the Italian tech tree. Now, I've titled the thumbnail for this live presentation IAR 81C Romanian Ronin. Why is this? Well, let's look at the modifications to start with. Bammo, Waffengranate, and a 250 kilo bomb on a trapeze, similar to the Stuka. What a great vehicle for ground strike. And at 2.7, can you imagine having Waffengranates? Well, don't get your hopes up. Best you can do is 3.3 with the Leoncello, because there is no Italian ground forces tree other than these two pre-order bundles at the time being. Might have to pick that up sometime. So, it looks like Italy is going to have a very capable CAS meta fighter for close air support and fighter interception, bomber interception in mixed battles. But it's a Ronin for now, a samurai of the waves, because it has no army to back it up in the Italian tree at this time. However, this is also a Romanian plane, Axis, so okay, why not just give it to the Italians? There is no Romanian tech tree, of course, in the game yet. There are a few Romanian vehicles. There's a BF-109 that comes in a Romanian flavor, and I believe there's a duck with Romanian markings available, but I'm not sure on that one. Anyway, this will prove a solid support in those teams. Let's check on, my goodness, everybody is flying rank 2 German aircraft right now. We might not make it. Oh, there you go. All you got to do is hit cancel and you'll end up in a match. This should be interesting. So why is everyone flying German aircraft? Of course, the BF-110, 2 new models, even a third model coming to the game. 2 of them are entirely new, and the third is a reworked version of the original BF-110 that is in the game. And one of those BF-110 models is looking like a close air support king. So we got our stealth rounds. Let's set our gun targeting distance to 600 and to battle. Okay, off we go. And for some reason there's a Heinkel 111 on the airstrip with us, so we won't question that. Also, his acceleration seems to be close to our own, which does not speak highly of this aircraft's low-end acceleration. This is a heavy boy, so that's no surprise. Hello, gear up! My goodness, it is moving. It's just moving very... Hey, don't do that. It's just moving very slowly. Okay. Off we go then. Now, I've already flown this a bit in test flight, and I've found that its handling is very smooth, even though it is heavy and doesn't have the best performance. But again, we're at a 2.7, so that's less of an issue. It sort of looks like a Corsair, and it sort of flies like a Corsair, but sort of doesn't. So let's open up that radiator, get the engine cooled down. Good. MEC works just fine on this aircraft. For those of you that don't know, MEC stands for Manual Engine Control. It's a great way to, interesting. Huh. It's a great way to manually take control of the engine. And by doing so, you can squeeze a little bit more power out of it. You can also set it up to cool itself off a little bit more effectively. And here you see we've set the radiator up. Let's bump it down to 50% and see how she does. Yeah, we are. Oh, no, actually we're not. There we go. We are seeing that engine heat go down. Good. So we'll just have to turn on the MEC whenever we start to overheat. No big deal. I have noticed that overheating is an issue with this engine. It tends to overheat quickly and then cool down quickly as well. So that is what it is. Just have to babysit it a bit with the manual engine controls and we'll be just fine. We are climbing rather aggressively here at a 12-degree angle, and we might not be the most efficient climbing this sharply. Let's bump it down just a bit. Yeah, I'm happier with that. Speed is not really going over 164. Okay. Guys, did they do to the graphics? It's so bad, WTF. I don't know what he's complaining about. Oh, his FPS? Huh, I'm at a solid 60 FPS, which is good because I'm sort of pushing my graphics card hard here with this. It'd be nice to see some enemies below me, preferably. Minimum graphics, scrub nub. Well, Cruz 88, I don't have any advice for you other than it looks like you have a good birth year. You were born the same year as my little brother. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that stuff. Talking about things. So overall, this is a nice looking plane. Heavy boy. But we'll see how she performs in the live server. 836 is going to be an issue for us. Wow, I can't believe we face things like the Buffalo. P-38. Hurricane. We really want to be above these people and we don't want to go after a Spitfire. So we're sort of keeping our eye on what's going on here, trying to keep our speed up, but we're fighting the engine overheat right now. So get back onto auto engine control so we can pick up some speed. Buffaloes, Spitfires, bow fighters, moving at low altitude. We're going to go after that Hurricane right there. Still continuing to climb, but trying to maintain a good speed. That Hurricane looks like he's noticed us. And he's diving down away. Or that Focke-Wulf 190's noticed him. Wow, a Focke-Wulf at this tier? We must be in an up tier. Let's go after that Hurricane. Manual engine control.
Our victory is near.
Ugh. Would you please cool down, engine? Had to shut off the engine there. It's trying to kill itself. Okay, let's do this. He's gonna outturn us now. And we've locked up hard on the control surfaces. So a heavy aircraft flies reasonably well with a poor engine and not fantastic energy retention. And control surfaces lock up hard at around 350 miles an hour. Not the best airplane for air-to-air combat. But, having said that, ain't nothing wrong with the guns. That engine overheat, though, that's going to be an issue. So I would not say this is the strongest aircraft in the game. It really will be amazing for close air support, though, because you can take out 1 or 2 tanks fairly easily, take down light targets with your guns, and then go into fighter mode. So this thing really belongs, I believe, in a close air support role. Okay, and those new gun sounds are fantastic, by the way. Now we're below some Spitfires and a Buffalo, so hooray.
Returning to the base. A little more effort and victory will be yours.
Okay, we need to regain altitude, and it's going to take a while in this thing. The P-40, we got the whole enemy team above us now. Lovely. This is what happens when your whole team wants to play the BF-110. Everybody and their mom's diving on us. That's not good. Who else wants us? You look like you want some. Yep, Spitfire's coming in. Outroll him real quick. Live for another 15 seconds. Oh yeah, that was nice. Okay, snap roll. Avoid les sheath fire. Hoo doggy. Okay, so we're not horrible if we keep our speed up, but we're pretty close to terrible. And these guys are not flying their best against us. Ooh, I'm kind of surprised we have 3 kills in this situation. We do have, oh, 2 kills. Well, that's a little more suitable, I suppose. Spitfire's out climbing us, surprising no one. We're going to try and zoom underneath him here. Hope he goes for a head-on. I wouldn't mind that at all.
Engaging the enemy.
Okay. That's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. How are you? And he's gonna... yeah. I don't know what flap we critted him on, but it's not gonna be enough. So let's belly land this sucker and hope that we can find a new life in Gulag. Yeah. Well, we did our best. Sounds like a worse C-202EC. You know, you're not really far off. Keep in mind that this is a 2 point, what is it? 2 point, well, we're going to see. I think it says 2.7 on the stat card. It really feels like a Focke-Wulf with low engine power. At least the old Focke-Wulf, but with a smoother flight model. And so your energy retention is decent, but not as good as you need it to be to make this a good anti-aircraft fighter. Your armament is fantastic. It's good for a 2.7 battle rating. Plenty of ammo. It really feels like a ground striker. And in that role, this is a perfect little CAS machine. It's really like an underpowered P-47 in that sense. A bomb, a couple of really strong rockets. You'll be able to take out probably 2 heavily armored targets very rapidly once you get a feel for the armament on this thing. And then you can move into fighter mode. And at 2.7, there's plenty of things you can punch through with your 20 mils and your even machine guns. 20 mils air belts will get around 16 millimeters of penetration with the API or APHE shells. So that's not horrible. You could put on armored targets and be firing APHE. Get around, upwards of 10 mils of penetration. So if you're facing the Americans, let's look at the rank 2.3, typical M5s. You might see some M4A1s. So if we, wrong button. If we go to this one, can you shoot through the top armor of an M4A1? Probably not. But that's one of those heavy targets you'd use the rockets on. A Waffengranate hitting the top or even the side of this vehicle, even the cast front, it can go through. So, bam, you pop this thing in the front or in the side, top, rear, you're probably going to severely damage or destroy it. So, you'll be able to pop a Sherman. You'll be able to use your machine guns to take down AA trucks of all kinds, open-topped vehicles like the M10, and against the Soviets, ZIS-30, yeah, goodbye. Your guns can take care of that. All the potato trucks you can take care of. Incredibly, you'll be facing a lot of BTR-152s, which could be quite the challenge at that battle rating. But again, if you're firing ground targets with your 20 mils, that should... the APHE should do some serious damage. Obviously, against a KB-1, you're going to need to use rockets or bombs to take them down. But that's possible. And obviously, T-34. T-28, you can shoot through the roof armor. Fairly certain on that one. Not sure how popular the T-28 is in regular matches because of its weaker armor. But if you do manage to see him, yeah, your APHE ground strike rounds for the 20 mils should go right through this top armor. So that's what I would recommend this for once Italy does get a ground tree. I think we gave it a pretty fair shake in air battles, and I do hear the baby talking to me, so I'll sign off at this point. IAR 81C, it's a decent fighter. It belongs at a 2.7, I believe, especially with the secondary armament, that it's going to be very powerful at 2.7 once you're able to face ground forces with it. And when you look at the Italian tree, as far as aviation goes right now, here it sits at 2.7, and your only other CAS is the SM-79. You gotta be kidding me. The Breda 88, again, is this a joke? And then the C-202 is a fantastic plane that's not able to perform in a close air support role whatsoever. So this is a very nice vehicle that comes perhaps a bit early for the Italian tree. And in air battles, if you play it smart, as you saw me do, you can probably pick up 2 or 3 kills. But you'll probably average 1 to 2 kills per match. And don't be surprised if you get outflown by Spitfires and Corsairs. Can you imagine? I mean, here's the most powerful vehicle, in my opinion, at a 2.7. You've got the Buffalo, fantastic turn fighter, backed up by, let's see, where is it? Early Corsairs, right here. No, F4F. Never mind. Where's the early Corsair? I know I put my Corsair around here somewhere. Woman, where's my Corsair? There it is. F4U1A, fantastic boom and zoom energy fighter. Wept for days, amazing top speed, no lockup, incredible energy retention. So it flies the same way as the vehicle I just showed you, except it's better in every way. Now it says you have an 8.9 stock climb rate on the F4U1A Corsair, but if you look at my Sushi Corsair, which is the same model but spaded, you see it goes up to a 12.3 meters per second climb rate, bringing it above the IAR 81C in top speed, turn time, and climb rate. And as a boom and zoomer, of course, those things are going to give you a huge advantage. Also, with 50 cals times 6, it does not slack in the firepower department, and I would probably choose that over Italian. It's in the Italian tree for God knows why. I'd probably choose those over the 220 mils and the machine guns, but you'll be able to do a little bit more burst damage with these 20 mils now. I love the new gun sounds. Looks like cannons are performing nicely in this patch. I don't think we hit anyone with the cannons without shredding them. Oh, maybe that's Spitfire. But maybe all we did is crit a flap or something with machine guns. I didn't see very well. I keep replaying that head-on encounter in my mind and going, how did I not hit him? Anyway, guys, I'll catch you later. I gotta take care of the baby now and maybe have some breakfast. I will be doing more live streaming today. There's plenty of things to see in update 1.79. And, oh, what's this in my hangar? A $60 tank. Catch you later, guys.